Hey everyone, welcome to Future Focus. Today, we're counting down the top 10 signs the apocalypse is coming soon. But before we get started, make sure you subscribed so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. And be sure to stick around until the end because number 10 is going to blow your mind. Let's get into it. At number 10, the internet dies forever. Imagine a world without the internet. No social media, no streaming services, no online shopping. It sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, in a recent survey of 10,000 Americans, nearly half said they would rather lose sex than lose the internet. It seems like we're pretty attached to our screens. But what if the internet went away forever? According to experts, it's not a far-fetched idea. With the constant threat of cyber attacks and the aging infrastructure of our current system, it's possible that one day we could lose access to the internet as we know it. And when that happens, things could get pretty ugly. No more Google Maps means no more ride-sharing services or food delivery. No more banking means no more money transfers or payments. And no more social media means no more communication with friends and family. The internet has become so ingrained in our daily lives that it is hard to imagine how we would function without it. Losing the internet could bring society to a screeching halt and leave us feeling isolated and disconnected. No. 9. The animals vanish. Birds have been on Earth for over 100 million years. They are one of the most abundant and diverse groups of animals on the planet. But lately, they've been disappearing. In the United States alone, over 3 billion birds have been lost since 1970. And scientists believe that things could get even worse. If the world ends, it will likely be due to environmental factors such as climate change or a pandemic. These factors will also affect animals, particularly birds. Some birds may go extinct while others may migrate to new areas. But even if some birds do survive, their numbers will likely dwindle in the years to come. Eventually, the planet could become devoid of birds altogether. This mass extinction event will signal the beginning of the end for humans, too. After all, we rely on birds for many things, including pollination and pest control. Without birds, the planet could spiral into chaos. We would literally be in a post-bird world. Number 8. The oceans turn toxic. When it comes to apocalyptic scenarios, most people think of nuclear war or natural disasters. But what about something more insidious like toxic oceans? It might not seem like a big deal at first, but if the world is going to end, it's probably going to start here. Our oceans are home to a variety of life forms, from microscopic plankton to massive whales. These animals rely on the ocean to provide them with food and oxygen. But if the ocean becomes toxic, all life will die. There are many ways that the ocean could become toxic. One possibility is that the water could become contaminated with sewage or industrial waste. This could happen as a result of a disaster like a hurricane or oil spill. Another possibility is that the pH balance of the ocean could change. This could happen gradually over time as humans continue to pollute the planet. Or it could happen suddenly as a result of an underwater volcanic eruption. Whatever the cause, the effects would be devastating. As the ocean becomes toxic, all life will die, and the world as we know it will end. Number 7. The ground to Jello. Earthquakes are a fact of life in many parts of the world. In places like California and Japan, residents are well aware of the potential dangers of these seismic events. But what if an earthquake were to occur that was so powerful it liquefied the ground? This may sound like a far-fetched scenario, but it actually happened in 1964 when a 9.2 magnitude earthquake struck Alaska. The quake caused the ground to shake so violently that it turned to a liquid-like state. This phenomenon is known as soil liquefaction, and it can occur when saturated soil is subjected to strong vibrations. During the Alaska earthquake, soil liquefaction caused buildings to sink and underground pipes to rupture. In severe cases, soil liquefaction can even cause entire structures to collapse. While the chances of a massive earthquake that could liquefy the ground are slim, it's still a real possibility. And when it happens, the results could be catastrophic. Number 6. A new star that doesn't go away. Imagine being outside one evening and seeing a bright star twinkle in the sky. You might think it's just a distant sun, millions of light years away, and completely harmless. But what if that star turned out to be a ticking time bomb? Gamma ray bursts are the most violent explosions in the universe, releasing more energy in a few seconds than the sun will in its entire lifetime. They occur when a massive star collapses at the end of its life, releasing a massive burst of gamma rays. These gamma rays can travel billions of light years and reach Earth. While the chances of a gamma ray burst occurring near enough to Earth to pose a threat are slim, it's not impossible. In fact, scientists believe that one occurred about 3,000 light years away around 2 million years ago. The explosion may have contributed to the extinction of several species and left scars on Earth's atmosphere and genetic makeup. While the chances of a gamma ray burst occurring near enough to Earth to cause mass extinction are slim, it's still a real possibility. And when it happens, the effects could be devastating. Now, 5. The moon acts strangely. Imagine looking up to the moon one night and seeing that it is not in its usual place in the sky. Or maybe it looks like it's wobbling or changing shape. Well, this might sound like a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's actually something that scientists keep a close eye on. The moon is Earth's natural satellite and has been orbiting our planet for billions of years. But its orbit is not a static one. It can change over time due to a variety of factors. One of the most exciting possibilities is that the moon could be nudged out of its orbit by a rogue planet. This could happen if a planet were to enter our solar system and collide with the moon. While the chances of this happening are slim, it's not impossible. In fact, scientists believe that our solar system could be teeming with undiscovered planets, some of which could be quite large. If one of these planets were to get too close to the moon, it could easily knock it out of orbit and send it crashing into our Earth. While the chances of this happening are slim, it's still a real possibility. And when it happens, the effects could be devastating. Now, 4. The physics stop working. When physicists talk about the heat death of the universe, they mean a time when the universe stops expanding and everything eventually reaches 0 Kelvin. But what if the heat death of the universe happens faster? Scientists theorize that a change in physical constants could cause the universe to collapse in on itself. This is called a vacuum decay event. While this might sound like a plot device from a sci-fi movie, it's actually something that scientists take very seriously. In fact, they believe that it's one of the most dangerous threats to the universe. A vacuum decay event occurs when a false vacuum, a metastable state of space, decays into a true vacuum, a state of minimum energy. When this happens, the physical constants of the universe change and everything that exists is annihilated. The only thing that would remain is a sea of radiation. While the chances of this happening are slim, it's not impossible.